That was quite annoying. I was doing a video and flipping storage was full. I'm having problems sending me all my photos to the computer because it used to delete the files when you send it, and now it's not. So it would automatically delete the photos it sends. I've sent me pictures like videos about 4 times and it's not done it. So I've not deleted my stuff because I'm worried that it's not all sent. Anyway, like another day. I can't exactly remember what I was saying, but I think I was saying that about my experiences when I was ill. Recent time I was ill, I've had different experiences each time. It's been kind of similar, like patterns, but less. So each time it's less, but this time wasn't less. It was shorter, but it wasn't less. It was quite bad. Like everyone goes, oh, awakening, amazing. Oh, well, no, they don't actually. But all I'm saying is, this time, last time it was like 2 sides to it. This time, I don't know if there was 2 sides to it, to be honest. I think there was, but it seemed more intense. I don't even want to remember, to be honest. The more I think about it, I probably will have to, it's in my memory somewhere, so when I'm ready to speak about it all, I will. But anyway, it wasn't as simple as anything, and if I explained it to anyone, they would think you belong definitely in the loony bin. So I'll keep that one to myself for now. I did make some videos while I was going through the process, not when I went really bad. I didn't make any videos then. But anyway, yeah, everybody's experience is different for them. So, like I say, we should definitely judge less and just take each situation, each individual, each everything, and, for what it is. It's not clear-cut. School's not clear-cut. So religion's not clear-cut. Spirituality is not. Nothing is clear-cut because we are all unique. We're all different. So there's an energy tailored differently for each person. It's like you making a curry and how one person makes it. Let's say chicken curry. Don't ask me why I'm using that because I like it. The way when you get it from a restaurant or whatever, it's different because each person has made it different, so it's going to taste different. So how each one of us, we are vessels, how we interpretate or download an energy or whatever, how it comes through us, it will be different because we are all different. So you can't just say, oh, I'm right, follow me, and all these people and everyone giving their energy away. I think you can inspire people. You can tell people your perspective, but when people go as far as saying, this is bad, this is thingy, I did that, they don't do this, it's like, okay, that's where they're coming from. But to me, that was their experience. Not saying that it's right or wrong, but it doesn't mean everybody's experience. Their experience led them to where they needed to be. That's where they needed to be in their life. That was good for them. They maybe wasn't ready, or I don't know what the reason is why they come to where they had to be at, but they did. So to me, it's like, well, that was their own experience. Someone else might be ready to take a certain path or whatever, and it doesn't mean it's bad. It's like to me, just trust your heart and your energy and connect with your heart space. That's really important. I think humans are disconnected to the heart space a lot. We need to get more connected to our heart space. Try and work from your heart, obviously with a balanced mind. And step into your truth, get to know yourself, get to know your truth. And not feeling guilty for just discovering and exploring yourself in a safe way and not. Anyway, here's another thing. Music. So when we see these artists and people like, oh, it's bad, oh, it's this, oh, it's, how would we know anything if them people didn't do what they did? Not saying that it's right at all. But maybe everything's just mapped out that way for a reason. But to me, it's like they're exploring themselves. The only thing I think that's wrong is it being projected onto the world. But saying that, we buy the music, so the system gives us more of what we demand. So if they go and put out films and then like flipping Saw, to me that's sick. There's certain stuff I just will not watch, don't enjoy, no thank you. But to me, I'm not judging neither, but to me that's sick. So it's like, well, what does that say about society? That we are actually going out and watching these things, listening to these things, enjoying these things. So you can't blame the artist, really. The only thing that I don't like is the fact that it's the youth, where there's been a bit of distortion. I could be wrong, I don't know yet. But it's like, there should, like when you get ratings on films, 18, 15, 12, there should be this on music, and everything and anything is just getting played, especially with the internet, and the youth have access to this. But at the same time, I grew up on all sorts of stuff, music-wise, so it's like, I don't know, sometimes you do think, oh, it's going to corrupt them, or the rest of it, but I think it's up to the parents, it's up to us to give them the right foundation. It's like my own children are into all different like music, and I'm not happy with the stuff they're listening to, some of it, and I'm like, you're too young, you can't be listening to that. But they do, I know they do. It's on TikTok, everything, even if it's like, cut out versions are not daft. But I'm quite proud of my kids, sometimes I learn lessons off them. Don't mean just because you're a parent you've got it all together. Sometimes you listen to hear the youth, but be a good guide as well. So yeah, sometimes you like try and lay down a law, and it's like, this is how it is. But I think the only thing I can do in that sense is tell the kids, I don't approve of you listening to it. I think that you're too young. You're not to listen to it. That's my rule. But I know they do. It's in everything. You can't get away from it. You're in a shop, you're in a car, it's on the radio. So it's like, and they're not daft. So, but long as if I'm sat there bopping my head, listening to certain music with certain words, maybe then I'm wrong. I don't know. I think certain stuff you shouldn't be sat there playing, like certain films you shouldn't be watching in front of your kids. It's the same thing really. So I just think with that, I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I was literally talking about something else. 1 minute. I've just completely gone off on a tangent, completely. But the point is, I think what my point was is nothing is clear cut. Each individual is different, and we shouldn't judge, because I think that's the problem. We need to be more understanding of each other, willing to hear, willing to listen to other people, like other people's experiences, and yeah, just go within a bit more. I take an advice. I listen to a lot of documentaries, gurus, shamans, spiritual people, meditation people, life flipping, what they call them, coaches or whatever. And I hear what everyone's got to say. Religion, I do hear what everyone's got to say. But sometimes you just gotta just go within, because it's like gets too much and it's distorting with me, it's distorting with my own inner belief, my own heart, what tells me, I could be wrong, but to me, every step I take slowly, I question, and then I think, right, well, I'm taking this step because it feels okay to me. Could be wrong, I don't know, but to keep listening to others all of the time, I don't think is good either, but that's not everyone. Some people are leaders, some people are, more learners, and then they could become a leader. I don't know. I'm just like, there's different stages of everything, but the point is, some people get along just fine, kind of being given information like a religion. It's like, right, you must do this, you must do that. Okay, I'll live my life like that because this book says, and it helps me, and I feel I need it. And that's fine if people want to live like that, but there's some people that don't. More risk takers, maybe, I don't know. And these people are needed in order for change to move, creation. I don't know. Everything's needed. I just think this earth should be a place where everyone can experience what they want in a safe way. Like boxing, martial arts, you're in a ring, it's like two people consenting to box and no one's forcing anyone to do anything. That's fine. So I think as long as if you're not forcing people to do stuff, and it's adults making choices that are, they both, or a group or whatever, everyone wants, then it's like, well, they're not harming no one. If you're not harming no one, to me it seems alright. And whatever vibration people want to vibrate at, who we did to dictate, really. As long as people are harming people, because sometimes the higher you go isn't all bliss, and it's like, wow, wouldn't life be simpler if you could just like lead a normal life, get up, take kids to school, have a normal job, just come home, watch the telly. Wouldn't life be simple if we could just switch off and be like that? So I don't envy, like I'll say I envy them people don't, because what I'm saying, that sort of life would be simpler. But I'm on my path that I'm on, and I'm on it for a reason, and I've just got to trust the process. I don't know yet. I really don't know. I just live each day and just try and find my own balance that works for me to stay stable, happy, and understand myself some more. Because I don't think I fully understand myself, if I'm honest. Maybe I question myself too much, and it's quite simple, but I'm getting there. I'm happy with, I'm eating healthy now. I've learned a lot about, so where I'm at now, I've connected with people. It's like home education and everything, been on this journey a long, long time, and I believe there's a reason for it. Maybe it might not be to help everyone else. It might just be for me to help my own life. And a higher power has come into my life just to help me. If I can help others along the way, I will. But I do think that God will step into your life, anyone's life, and, help you out. And it's a special thing. and sometimes it doesn't always have to be this big, loud, thing. It can be quite quiet. And sometimes share your truth. Sometimes, it just depends. Just trust yourself.